Now, directly we are moving to exercise 11.1, question number 1. The question is, identify whether the following situations are in direct proportion or not. That's our question. First question is, number A, number of pens and their cost. So, we have to find out number of pen and their cost are in direct proportion or not. That's our question, okay. So, here already I have written, yes, they are in direct proportion. How? I will tell you. So you just imagine cost of one pen is 10 rupees. Okay? Okay? Cost of one pen is 10 rupees. So 2 pen, it is equal to 2 into 10, 20 rupees. Understood? So you just imagine the cost of this pen is 10 rupees. Same level like these 2 pens. This is also 10, this is also 10. First cost of one pen is 10. Then cost of 2 pen is 20, cost of 3 pen is 30. So the number of pen is increasing. Here, what is that? According to your question, number of pen and their cost. So we can assume this is number and this is cost. Okay. When the number of pen is increasing, same time the cost of the pen also increase. So number is increasing. So this is also increasing. Understood? From 1 to 2 is increased, so that this means increase sign. Okay, so same time cost also increase. Two sides, the two things also increasing. So it is direct proportion. Clear? Now the second question: the height of poles and the length of their shadows at given time. Height of poles. You just imagine this is a pole. Okay. This is a pole. Height is understood. You just imagine the pole height is this much. So the shadow also this much. You just imagine like that. This is shadow and this is height of that pole. Okay. So pole height, this is shadow. When the pole height is increased, obviously what happened? The height shadow also increased. Understood? What you can see, I think you can see the shadow here. So you just imagine this is the height increase, same time the shadow also increased. So this is also, we can write, yes, they are in direct proportion. What they are? That means the poles and length of the shadow. Height of the poles and the length of the shadow are in direct proportion. Okay, that's why I'm writing here. Yes, they are in direct proportion. Clear? So next, the third question. The third question is speed and time taken to cover distance. Okay, first you just imagine this is a car. This is a car. Okay, you just imagine this is a car. Okay, this car from here to here, you just imagine 50 kilometers. Okay, this is 2 cars. Okay, this is also car. You just imagine like this. Okay, I will write draw 2 car tire. Okay. This is 50 kilometers, okay? I start the car, then I drive 50 kilometer speed. Then it took 1 hour. It took 1 hour to reach this place, okay? This is my home. You just imagine this is my home. So from here, this is the starting point. From here, from here to here 50 kilometers. I started the car. At that time, the kilometers 50 kilometers is a straight road, same speed. It's not changing all the time. It's 50 kilometers, the speed is 50 kilometers. So it took 1 hour to reach this place. Okay. So the same time, the same car, my brother, you just imagine, okay, my brother starting the same place, but he came in 80 kilometers. How much? 80 kilometers. Okay. He reached the same portion, 50 kilometers, within 30 minutes. Sorry. This is also 50 kilometers within 30 minutes. 30 minutes. This is 1 hour. Okay. He took 30 minutes to reach here. Why? I drive a car 50 kilometers speed. So I took 1 hour to reach here. My brother took brother's speed was 80 kilometers. He took 30 minutes to reach home. Understood? So when the speed is increasing, at the same time the time is decreased. Clear? when the speed is increased from here to here 50 kilometers, I am going speedily. The car speed was 50 kilometers. That's why I took 1 hour to reach my home. Same time, at the same time he took this car and he ride the car. Which kilometers he riding the car? He was riding the car at 80 kilometers per speed. Then he took 30 minutes to reach here. Understood? So here what happened? When the speed is increasing, then the time is decreased. Within small time we can reach. Clear? Same time. When the speed is increased, then the time is decreased. That means speed. I am writing here speed and time. When the speed is increased, what was that? First 50, it took 1 hour. Okay. Sorry, 50, then it took 1 hour. Then 80, it took 30 minutes. Okay. 1 hour means 60 minutes. You know that word. So, it means when the speed is increased, then the time is decreased. You can see that one 50 to 80, the speed is increased, then the time is decreased. That's why I wrote here, no, they are not in proportion. That means the speed and the time are not in proportion to one. Fourth one is radius and area of a circle. Radius and area of a circle. We can check here. You just imagine this is a circle. This radius is just imagine 10 centimeter. Okay. So how we can find out the area? Pi into r square. Pi r square. Remember that means pi value 3.14 into r. How much you are ready? 10. 10 into 10, 10 square, 100. Clear? That means 314 centimeter square. Just imagine like that. Okay. So another circle is there. This radius is this radius is 100. How much? The radius is 100. How much radius? 100. Okay. At the same time, area how we can find out? Pi into r square. That means pi 3.14 into 100 square, 10,000. It will come 10,000. The answer will be 31400 centimeter square. Clear? So 10, the 100,000 it will come. Then 31400. Okay. So what we can understood from here? I will draw the table here. Yeah, this is radius and this is area. First circle, the radius was 10. At the same time, we will go 314 is 314 is the area. And next circle, what is the radius? It is increased. Radius 10 from 10 it is increased to 100. So that time how much we got? Area 31,400. So what happened when the radius is increased? What happened? Area also increased. That's why I wrote here, yes, they are in, here also you write, they are in direct proportion. What they are? Radius and area, they are in, these two things are in direct proportion. Clear? Now, next one. The last one is principal and simple interest. Principal and simple interest. So here, principal and simple interest, you just imagine your 500 rupees we borrowed from one person, 500 rupees. So the 10% was 10% is the interest. So you just imagine when I borrowed 500 from my friend, so I paid to him 50 rupees as an interest. So when I took 1000 rupees, I paid him 100 rupees. Understood? So what happened? When the principal amount is increased, at the same time, what happened? The interest also increased. Clear? So this is also what happened? The principal, and this is principal amount and this is interest. Okay? Principal and interest. What happened? It is increased also. This one also increased. Both of sides are increased. So it is also in direct proportion. Principal and interest are in direct proportion. Clear? Question number 2. Question number 2. Observe the tables given below and in each one find whether x and y are in direct proportion. Okay, we have to find out it's direct proportion or not. We already learned that one. You remember that thing we already discussed in introduction part. If two quantities two quantities are in direct proportion, there will be a relation. That means I will read the things. Two quantities, that means x and y, we can imagine x and y are said to be in direct proportion if they increase or decrease together, okay, in such a manner that the ratio of their corresponding values remains constant. That means we can write like that. That means this is the equation, remember, x by y, x upon y, which is equal to k. That means k is constant. If they are in proportion, always the answer will be constant. We can check here. Here x is 1 and y is 2. So here also x is 1, y is 2. We can write like that. We can cut these things. So the next one is x is 2. The place of x we are writing 2 and y is 4. If we'll cut these things with 2, then it will become 1 by 2. Understood? And the next thing is 3 by 6. If we cut with 3, then we will get 1 by 2. That means the simplest form. If we find out the simplest form, then we will get 1 by 2. The next thing is 4 by 8. Simplest form is 1 by 2. 5 by 10. Simplest form is 1 by 2. Clear? If you cut with 5, then 1, here 2. So, according to the equation, okay? This equation, this shows the k is constant, okay? X by y, which is equal to k. Here x by y, here x is 1 and y is 2. 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2. Here x upon y is 1 by 2. We got that one. Here, the next x is 2 and next y is 4. And also we are converting into simplest form. We got this one. How much? 1 by 2. And here 3 by 6 we have, we found this also 1 by 2, and 4 by 8 also 1 by 2, 5 by 10 also we got this 1 by 2. Clear? So we can say these two quantities are in direct proportion. Now exercise 11.1, question number 3. Question is, solve the following. Now the word problems are started. It's starting. Then we can solve one by one. Okay. The first question is, if a car covers 102 kilometers in 6.8 liters of petrol, how much distance will it cover in 24.2 liters of petrol? The question is, so we can write here, what are the things given here? Here given cars. So here I'm just writing the distance. Distance I'm just writing D only here, okay? Now this is covers how the petrol. Sorry, petrol I'm writing here. Then it will be more easy. Okay. From here we can understand. The distance 102 kilometers covers how much petrol? 6.8 liter. Okay. Now we have 24.2 liter petrol. We have to find out how much kilometer it will cover. Okay. From this question we can understand it's a direct proportion. How? When the liter of petrol is increased, then automatically we can understand the kilometers also we can cover more. Okay. So 6.8 liters we can cover 102 kilometers. In the place of 6.8 we have 24.2 liter. How much we have? 24.2 liters. So that much liters we have. We have more petrol. At the same time we can cover more distance. So when the petrol is increased, at the same time distance also increased. We can cover more distance. So we understood this is direct proportion. We already learned last year two equations for one for direct and one for indirect. You remember that one? If it's a direct proportion, we can use that equation. What is that? A1 by B1, which is equal to A2 by B2. Okay. Here we are changing this variable. Here we are taking only x1. We are just imagine that in the place of A we are writing x1. In the place of B we are writing y1. Okay. x1 by y1, which is equal to x2 by y2. In the place of A we wrote x In the place of b, we are on y. Okay. X means this is the first variable. Okay. This is x and this is y. Understood? So x1, that means diesel 1. What is the diesel? How much it is? 102. 102 by x1 by y1. Y1 means petrol. 6.8. Clear? Which is equal to x2. X2 means this one. We don't know. That means petrol. Huh? We can write x2. We don't know that one. How much? Sorry, that is not petrol. This is distance. How much distance it will cover? X is distance. That's why x2 is we don't know. That's why I wrote here x2. And y2. In the place of y2, what is y? Y is here petrol. Y2 how much? 24.2. Understood? So we imagine that one. This is x and this is y. So first one is diesel. Diesel is x. So sorry, distance, that is x. It's not diesel. This is distance. D means distance. Distance means x. So x1 means this is x1 and this is x2. Understood? Distance 1, distance 2. And this is y. That means y1. That means petrol. Y means petrol. Y1 petrol 1 and petrol 2. Clear? So we are given the values here according to equation x1 by y1, which is equal to x2 by y2. We are given the value here. So we got like this. Now we can use a cross multiplication. That means 102 into 24.2, which is equal to x2 into 6.8. Clear? 24.2 into 102 or 102 into 24.2, which is equal to x2 into 6.8. Now this 6.8 from left hand side, it will come to the right. From right hand side, the 6.8, it will come to the left hand side. And what will happen? 102 into 24.2. The left hand side I keep like that. This 6.8 will come here. That means this into it will come here. Then what happen? Divide 6.8. Clear? Which is equal to x2. If you will cut these things, 6.8 and 24.2, we can cut with 2. Then it will become 12.1 and here 3.4. 34. That means 3.4. Clear? So 34 and 102 we can cut. It will become 30. 30 into 3.4, you will get 102 the answer. That's why I wrote here directly 30. The remaining thing, here the remaining thing, x2 which is equal to, what is the remaining here? 30 is there, here 1. 3.14 divided by 3.14. Sorry, 3.4 divided by 3.4, it will get 1. 102 point divided by 3.4, you will get 30. Clear? 30 into 12.1, how much you will get? 30 into 12.1, you will get x2 which is equal to 363 kilometer. Understood? If you cross multiply, then you will get 363 kilometers. That means x2, how much distance the car will cover? 363 kilometers. Question number here, B. If 30 dozen eggs cost 300, find the cost of 5 dozen eggs. So here, what is given here? It's here x given. Okay, x dozen number, dozen. So I am writing dozen, d. It's not egg, it is d. Okay, and cost also given. 30 dozen cost is 300. Okay, 30 dozen, dozen 1, that is, and cost 300. Then 5 dozen price, how much? That is the question. If 30 dozen eggs cost is 300, then we have to find out 5 dozen cost. Okay, here directly I am writing x1 the equation. What it is direct or indirect? It is a direct. How we understood that one? You can understand. 30 dozen is 300. Then when the dozen is decreasing, at the same time we have the price also decrease. 30 dozen which is equal to 300. If from 32 it is decreased to 5, then automatically the price also will decrease. Clear? So here we can apply this equation. If the proportionality will come direct, then you have to use what equation? X1 by y1 which is equal to x2 by y2. Here what is x? Here we already said that the first one is x and the second one is y. x1 means the first value. How much? 30 by y1 300. Clear? Which is equal to x2 5 and y2 we don't know. Clear? Now we can cross multiply these things. This one and this one and this one and this one. That means 300 into 5 which is equal to 30 into y2. Now this 30 it will come this side and what happened the next step? 300 into 5, this 30 from right hand side it will come to left hand side, then it became divide 30 which is equal to y2. If you will cut this one 30, 10 into 5, 50. So the value of y2 how much we got? 50. Value of 5 dozen, that means the cost of 5 dozen x which is equal to 50 rupees. Question number 3. That means C. Question number 3, C. If the cost of transporting 150 kg of goods for 120 km is 50, what will be the cost of transporting 180 kg of goods for 300 kilometers? That's our question. So in this question, 3 quantities, that means 3 things are given here. One is kg, that means kilogram, 150, and kilometers is given. Is also given. What is it? 120, and price cost also here 50. The next session, that means the next segment, I mean the next sentence, here there is no cost but kilogram and kilometers also here. It is so simple, you don't become any kind of fear. It is so simple one. So here you have to do one thing. Okay, you have to make a column properly here. Yeah. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. The first one is kilogram. First one is kilogram. And second one is kilometer. And third one is cost. Last question. And before that, we have only 2 quantities. We got only 2 quantities. From that, we found the answers. But here, 3 quantities or 3 things are there. Okay. From these things, we have to find out the answer. How we can find out? Here. The first one, kilogram. How much? 102. Oh, sorry. 150 kilo. 150 kilo. And second one, so 120 kilometer and cost is 50. And here 180 kilo, 300 kilometer, and we don't know. Okay. So we had to find out the cost of this transportation. Okay. So 150 kilo, they are transporting the 150 kilo, they are taking and covering 120 kilometer. The cost is 50. At the same time 180. So it is increased. Then kilometers 300. They have to cover 300 kilometers. Then obviously the cost also it will increase. 150 kilo, only 120 kilo, 150 kilo, they only covers 120 kilometers. They have to give on, they gave 50 rupees. So here, what happened is the kilo also increased, 180. The kilometers also increased. At the same time, the cost also will increase. So we understood this is direct proportion. This much clear? Now, I have to imagine in direct proportion, we already know the equation is there. One equation x1, y1, which is equal to x2, y2. Clear? So we have to imagine these 2 things. Okay, the kilometer and kilogram. We had to take x1. Understood? We have to take these 2 things. I mean here, not here. I will draw here. These 2 things, x, and this is y. Understood? So if you are taking this portion x, these 2 quantities as x, then it will become 150 into 120 is x1. Here x1 what will come? 150 into 120. Okay. 150 into 120 will come x1 and y1 how much? 50. Understood? Y1 what will happen? It will come, the cost is 50. And x2 is, what will happen? X2, this x2 is 180 into 300. X2 will become 180 into 300 and y2 we don't know. Understood? What we did? We choose these two things. We took these two quantities in the place of x1. Understood? The next two quantities in the place of x2. So these two things x1 and these two things x2. This is an important thing. Understood? Then we can find out this answer. The place of x1, what we can write? 150. Also I will write here. The place of x1, what we can write? 150 into 120 divided by y1. What is that? 50. Which is equal to x2. In the place of x2, what we can write? 180 into 300 divided by y2. We don't know. We can write y2 like this. Clear? Now cross multiplication. What will become? 150 into 120, which is equal to, into 120 into y2, which is equal to, that means y2 into 150 into 120, okay? Which is equal to 50 into 180 into 300. Clear? Then, this y2 I am keeping here, From left hand side, 150 into 120, it will go to the right hand side, then it will become divide, okay? Then, 50 into 180 into 300. This portion I am writing like that, okay? Now, from left hand side, it will go to the right hand side, then what will become? It became divide 150 into 120. What is the remaining thing here? y2. Clear? So y2 is, I am keeping here like that. This 150 into 120 from left hand side is going to the right hand side, then it became divide. That's why I wrote here like this. Clear? Now we can cut this 0 and this 0 we can cut, and we can cut 50 and 150 are 50s and 3 50s are 150. Now we can cut this 3 and this 30, it became 10 and it will become 1. Understood? Now we can cut this 12 and this 10, 5, 6. We can cut this 6 and this 180. What will happen? 330. Now here remaining thing, here 1 into 30 into 5 all divided by 1 and 1 into 1. Understood? So 1 into 30 into 5, 150 divided by 1 is equal to 150. So we got y2 how much? 150. The place of y2 how much we can write? 150. So the cost is 150. Clear?